As we wrap up our Bible reading for this week in Luke chapter 20, I want you to think about what Jesus often did. He would often speak in parables. These parables were powerful, while some of them were at times challenging to understand. Other times, people had a good understanding about them, even the enemies of Jesus. If you recall in Luke chapter 20, verse number 9, he began to tell the people this parable. A man planted a vineyard and rented it out to vine growers and went on a journey for a long time. At the harvest time, he sent a slave to the vine growers so that they would give him some of the produce of the vineyard. But the vine growers beat him and sent him away empty-handed. So here, as you go through this parable, you see a man or an owner. You see these slaves that were sent. Then you see his son that was sent, and you see the vine growers saw him. They reasoned with one another in verse 14, saying, "This is the heir, let us kill him, so that the inheritance will be ours." And so as you go through all of this, you see these different individuals that are being mentioned. The owner, the slaves, the son, the vine growers. And then in verse 16, he will come and destroy these vine growers and will give the vineyard to others. So what is Jesus talking about here? What's he trying to drive home? Well, in verse 19, the scribes and the chief priests tried to lay hands on him that very hour, and they feared the people, for they understood that he spoke this parable against them. So who do you think the chief priests and the scribes would be described as, or who is Jesus referring to them as in this story? Certainly not the owner or the slaves or the son, but probably those vine growers who killed that first slave, and then the second slave, and then eventually the third slave, and then the son. So as you go through these parables, try to identify who is being spoken of, at least for this one in particular, because we get some more insight where the scribes and the chief priests clearly understood who Jesus was talking about. He was talking about them. So think about that as you consider this parable and even more parables, trying to understand what's trying to be taught here or taught in other parables as well. Hope this helps. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.